Okay, so these are some of the different ways we'll be generating. We'll look at some 3D softwares. I'm sure you guys have your own preferred ones, but we'll look at some accessible ones and image capturing with different LiDAR scanners and things like that that are on our phones. Okay, and those tools, we may go beyond that. There'll probably be an extra, maybe 5. We'll see, and we'll see what you guys are interested in. But these are the basics of what we'll look at. ChatGPT. We'll look at different GPTs for prompting, Midjourney for image generation, lots of little tricks on how to really make that shine, and maybe more of an architectural approach. And then Firefly, or really any Adobe product to edit using AI. Kriya is really cool way to do live generating. So we'll look at that. Exactly. Just a fun way. I wanted to show you guys how you can fine tune your own models without it being too complicated. There are more advanced ways to do this, of course. If you're an architecture firm, I would highly recommend using an open source model like Stable Diffusion and using like Comfy UI or things like that. There are tons of options, but just creating an AI model that is just based off of your work, your portfolio to generate more like it. And then Meshi is a 3D generator. We can create from text to 3D or image to 3D. Luma is an image capturing tool that recently came out with 3D generators. Essentially, imagine it's image capturing tools. A bunch of people scanned in objects and labeled them. And now they did kind of what we were talking about, where we went from images to text, and then we were able to go with back propagation from text to images. They did the same thing. They had a bunch of people scan in 3D objects in real life for years. And because they made their app free, they were able to collect all of that data. And now they can generate 3D objects based off of that data. So that's interesting to know, because how you will want to prompt it will be related. And that goes for all of these tools. It is really helpful to know how it works mechanically, of course, and where they get the data from, so that you can prompt it in a way that will give you more accurate results with less hallucinations. And another image capturing tool is Polycam. Polycam is similar to Luma, where you could scan in a space or an object. However, Polycam really thrives on its LiDAR scanner. So it's really great for iPhones. If you have an iPhone, you more than likely have one of the later ones, and they have an amazing LiDAR scanner. I would highly recommend, if you have an iPhone, to get a Polycam on your phone as soon as possible, because it has a lot of really cool features. But we'll check out some things that are actually just web-based, so you don't have to worry about either phone. And then Skybox AI is amazing. This is where we'll create 360 worlds really nicely and quickly, and it has a lot of interesting features that could help with modeling your projects. I have an AI tool database with over 100 AI tools. It's on the Discord. It's a Notion page. You can go under category and sift through it, filter out what kind of modality of AI you're interested in. These are all different workshops that I've taught, multiple workshops. So architecture. Of course, Polycam, I'm a big fan. Genie, we'll look at today. Skybox, we'll look at today. Prom AI could be interesting for you. I'll show you some examples, but I just wanted to give like a quick overview. So look, it's amazing. Highlight an area, say, you have these sliders to say what you want. You put your text-based prompt here, right? And then it starts to generate something like that based off of what it sees underneath. Again, this is a diffusion model. It's taking noise and trying to find patterns based off of your text prompt. So you just drag your image and then start to generate. Pretty cool. I'll show something like this as well in a bit. Okay. a lot of free trials for all of these that you guys can test out and see if you like. This one's really good. Architectures. You can get a lot more detailed. So you can have a ton of data on these files. And then you can use that data and these like sliding scales again to generate tons of different options for spaces. There's a lot of these tools, where you put like, oh, I want this many bedrooms. It has to be this square meters. And there's a window here, and then it starts to generate tons of options. So anyways, you can check these out. If I was a professional architect, I would 100% check out D5 Render. It's amazing. It does cost a bit, but I think you can get a free trial to check it out. You can take your models, change where the sun is, add greenery, and all sorts of, it's really elaborate. You can do a ton. You have an existing drawing or a model, and then you want to use AI to create something amazing, something realistic. Tons of tools for that. And this is, I would say, the best one. If you weren't going to do an open source option like Stable Diffusion, I would do D5 Render. Super easy, super intuitive. It's amazing. Okay, so like I said, there are several here that you can check out and that I will share, and that is on the Discord. The Discord already has a ton of people on it from my past workshops, and we share a ton of resources on there, the latest news in AI or tools, really cool tools that they want to share. Some people are really interested in privacy and open source, and they share a lot around that. Here's the Fab Lab Discord, AI Fab Lab that I created. There's the AI tools database. And then we have the tab here where we create either together from the workshop. So you can see examples of like how to prompt Midjourney or different GPTs that we work on. And there's also an opportunity if you would like to collaborate with other AI enthusiasts. There have been projects that came out of that, which is really cool. So that's an overview of the landscape of what we'll be looking at